it is rain snowing, whatever, sleeting. I am so tired. I'm tired of living in this state. I am tired of trying to defend myself and my Christian beliefs. I am tired of defending myself against my family, who, when they get upset with something I say, whether it's true or not, well, most of the time it is true because I've told them something they don't want to hear, they decide to unfriend you and block you. Part of me wishes the cancer would take me. Because I have cousins who love me. I have kids that love me. But I don't have nieces that give a crap anymore. Because they don't like the truth. They all live on welfare because they don't want to work. No, Kayleen, I shouldn't say that. Kayleen works. But this whole thing with ICE and the arrests, they had every right to do what they did. And if people would understand that ICE has been around since 1984 and have been doing the same job since 1984, maybe they would quit making it so difficult for these officers to do their jobs. And for those that think that they're targeting legal Americans, that's not true, and you know it. And yes, people will get caught up in raids if they're out. But you know what? If you can, it doesn't take much to prove you're a U.S. citizen. And for those of you that think it does, you're wrong. I have been stopped. I've been treated like crap. That doesn't mean I don't support them. So you just have to look at the big picture. You know, my niece tells me, well, you don't understand. You're not a person of color. Well, yes, I am. I'm Native American. I have never had a problem. I've gone to many countries, 25 to be exact, and I have never had a problem with immigration. When I've come back from another country, I've never had a problem with immigration. I don't lie, I don't cheat, and I don't try to steal. So, if you follow the laws of this country, just like you should have to follow the laws of any other country you're in, you wouldn't have a problem. Believe me, you would not have a problem whatsoever if you followed the laws of the land. I went to Japan. They asked me how long I was going to stay. I had my visa. I was actually only there for, 6 days total throughout the country. I've been to Ireland. They asked me how long I was going to stay. They stamped my passport. I've been to Belize. I've been to Honduras. They all ask the same question. How long will you be here? If you overstay your welcome, then yes, you are here illegally, whether you came on a visa or not. So do the right thing and go back to your country. If you want to come to this country, I have no problem with that. I have no problem. I don't care what country you're from. If you want to be in this country, then do it the right way. That's all people are asking. Do it the right way. Yes, we know it takes years. Do you know how many tax returns I had to do with people that were trying to become legal citizens? They were here because they got their visa so that they could do all of the paperwork that they needed to do. They had to be able to show they were working, paying taxes, filing tax returns. They could afford to live. Any other country requests, if you go look, especially Ireland, you have got to look and see what you need to make a month in order to be living there permanently. I believe Ireland, you have to make somewhere close to 8,000 US dollars in order to be able to afford to live in Ireland. Now, could I go live in Ireland? Of course. Do I want to? No. Would I go back and visit? Of course. The people are lovely. And the greens over there are beautiful. Honduras, the people are wonderful. I would go back there and visit. The people of Belize are beautiful. They're so kind, so welcoming, and their students are, God bless them. So I don't know why people get upset when ICE is just doing what they were hired to do back in 1984. And we've had immigration law since the Mayflower, for God's sake. So, hello, get over it.